Hey everyone, Scott here from Classic Elite, and today I'm going to take a look at the HyperX Black Series RAM from Kingston Technologies. I've been using it in my gaming rig for about 3 weeks now, and I'm really impressed. It's had excellent performance, and I also really like the build quality. For example, the heat spreader wraps all the way around, which is excellent, providing as much surface area as possible while still maintaining a really short profile. So if you have an intense cooling solution in your PC, this RAM should still fit and be high performance, which is excellent. It has a really nice metal ring around the heat spreader as well, so that's going to aid when it comes to pulling heat away from the memory. Now, as far as the specs are concerned, you can get kits that are between 4 gigs and 16 gigs of the Black Series, and the DIMMs themselves max out individually at 8 gigabytes and 1600 megahertz. As far as the voltage is concerned, it's safe between 1.5 and 1.65 volts. The compatibility is excellent. If your motherboard is Intel or AMD and it supports DDR3 RAM of 1600 megahertz, this is probably going to work for you. Now, my favorite aspect of the RAM is the fact that it comes with an Intel XMP profile for easy overclocking. I have an Intel chipset, so that made overclocking awesome. For someone like me who doesn't know how to overclock but really wants to make sure that I'm getting the best performances possible out of my RAM, this was an excellent solution, so definitely my favorite feature. I've got some benchmarks for you, not only with some software, but also just some real-world demonstrations. Alright, so I am going to do a couple of things in terms of the benchmarks. I'm going to run some software so that we can have some sort of data or numbers to look at, and then I'm going to open up a bunch of stuff so that you can see how the RAM performs when a lot is going on. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take a look at MaxMem2. That's the software that I use so that I can take a look at how fast this RAM is performing in terms of copy, read, and write. And it performed very well in terms of what other users were experiencing with MaxMem2's online community. Extreme overclockers seem to be getting around 22 to 24 gigs a second, and that is in the overall memory score. And with just the XMP profile enabled and only 1600 megahertz, this RAM performed at nearly 19 gigabytes a second. So in terms of video games, video editing, things that I do, I've had a phenomenal time with this performance. It's been great. And as far as latency is concerned, 57.5 nanoseconds was a very good score in the community. The Kingston HyperX Black is certainly at the high end of what some of these overclocking people were doing, which I found to be pretty awesome. And then when it comes to the Windows experience, I was really happy with my score. You can see that I've got the memory operations per second, and Windows gave me a 7.8 there. So let me take a quick break, open up a bunch of programs, get some stuff going on, and show you how my PC is able to handle all of that stuff going on thanks to the Kingston HyperX Black RAM. Alright, and here we are with a scenario that isn't really too realistic for me. First thing I'm going to do is start playing an HD video on YouTube. I've got 720p as the quality. I'm going to go ahead and start rendering a movie at 1080p, so we can go ahead and start rendering that. And I guess while I'm waiting for my video to render, listening to a good tune on YouTube, why not play some BioShock and see how things perform while I've got all this happening in the background. And I guess just to give you a sense of where I'm at graphically, I have turned everything up. When I played through BioShock Infinite, I didn't go ultra with everything, and for this particular benchmark, I am. Just to see if I can get as crazy as possible with it. So, let's go ahead and just play a little BioShock. I've got fraps running in the corner, and I'm getting anywhere between 30 and 40 frames a second with everything turned up. and with all of that running in the background, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, let's leave this area. But overall, I have to say that, again, I really love this RAM. It performs really well in terms of games. It allows me to move programs around really well, and man, I love BioShock. This is such a pretty and such a fun game. So yeah, I guess the last thing I should show you, is that if I were to manipulate these windows, it was really snappy. As you can see, there was no delay. I can very easily go back. I can go forward again. I can jump right back into BioShock. If I need to, I can open up. Oh wow, I've got a random background generator, and that's what's up. But as you can see, Paint.net opened up really quickly. Audacity is what I do a lot of my podcast editing in, and you can see that fired up really quickly. And overall, I just have to say that I really like this RAM. It's very clear that it's able to handle everything that I'm throwing at it right now. And again, this is a 16 gig kit at 1600 megahertz a second, and it's a 16 kit with 2 DIMMs of 8 gig RAM in it. And man, I love it. It's fantastic. So anyways, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you checking out my review of the Kingston HyperX Black Series RAM. And yeah, if you're interested, I will provide some links in the notes below. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitter, and we will see you again real soon. Thanks a lot.